Okay, so we're going to cover setting up your own fuel pump, whether it's for a farm truck, your tractor equipment, or anything else, how to set this all up. Obviously start off with getting yourself an oil tank. Here I have a 330-gallon tank. Now all of your large holes are going to be standard 2-inch pipe. So what you're going to have is one hole for your pump assembly. We're going to have one for fuel level with a breather, and then I have one for my fill pipe. And sometimes you can get the fill pipe and breather in one. Any extra holes you may have, just go ahead and cap off like I did here. Now with the fuel pump itself, all of this piping is going to be standard 3/4 inch. You may need to buy your own swivel. I don't recall this coming with the pump. And then we have a 3/4 inch fuel line, all from FILL-RITE. Now with the pump, you're going to have a couple choices. You have 12 volt or you have 110 volt. The 110 volts that you plug directly into a household outlet are more expensive than the 12 volt pumps. What I suggest is what I did here. I got a 12 volt pump that's cheaper, and then I used an AC to DC converter. So if you're near a building like this, you can plug it into the converter and plug it into the house and use it. Or if you're in a remote location like a distant building, you can plug it into your vehicle's battery and power it off of that. So you get both worlds for a cheaper price. And here is the AC-DC converter I use from Anvil, and I'm going to put a link to this and all these other parts in the video description down below. Now in piping your pump system, so we have the pump here, and then it comes up into a shutoff valve. This is vitally important. From the shutoff valve, we then go into a clear glass filter. I do this so I can make sure I don't have any sediment in there, and I like to be able to see my filter. Then we go into the optional meter. I like to keep track of how many gallons I'm putting in my equipment, plus how many gallons I have left in my tank. And why I say the shutoff valve is vitally important. When you run this, you want to turn the pump on, then open that valve. When we're done filling the tractor, we want to close that valve and then shut the pump off. If we don't do that, once we shut the pump off and we don't have this closed, fuel's going to run back into the tank and you're going to lose your prime. So that's why we want to keep that closed until the pump is on. So as soon as we open that valve, the pump is already pulling fluid. It's really that simple. So that's how you set up your home fuel tank. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate this in use now and filling my Kubota. So in running the converter, our fuel pump line runs into my garage through this window, and at the other end of this power cable, I have 2 large alligator clips. So I simply take the converter, plug it into the wall, and plug the pump's alligator clips into here, and I'll be able to power my 12 volt pump through the 110 household outlet. You'll have to excuse my pile of junk here. So there's our pump hooked up to the converter, and we just plugged the converter in. The pump is now powered. Something else I should note, with your fuel handle, you will get options of if you want an automatic shutoff, if you want green, red, and I believe blue is another option. I went with the automatic shutoff so I don't overfill my equipment and make a mess. Now as soon as we lift this lever, the pump will turn on and start pumping. So again, I have my shutoff valve closed until I do that. So once we're full, come over here, close our shutoff valve so we don't lose prime, and then turn the pump off. So if you're tired of messing with fuel cans and you wanted to look into starting your own fuel pump system at your home but you weren't quite sure how, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, hit it with a like, subscribe to the channel, or check out my Amazon store at amazon.com/shop/rednecktech for this and a lot of other great products and reviews. As always, I really appreciate your support and thank you for watching.